Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I am going to be comparing two setting powders. They are the Makeup by Mario SurrealSkin Soft Blur Setting Powder and the Hourglass Veil Translucent Setting Powder. The Hourglass is my absolute favorite of all time, basically. And the Makeup by Mario is a new love of mine. I've been using it quite a bit lately. So I wanted to compare the two, see what I like about both, see what I don't like about one specifically compared to the other, and then let you know which one I think is more worth it. So before we get started, please give this a big thumbs up and please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Thank you so much if you do. But if you want to see my comparison of these two setting powders, stay tuned for the rest of the video. Okay guys, so we can just jump right in because I'm very excited to compare these two, see what I like, see what I don't like, and see which one I think is more worth it because, like I said, Hourglass is like an all-time favorite for me and it's really hard to beat for me. I have been liking the Makeup by Mario one lately, so I wanted to compare them and see which one I think is more worth it. So I have them both pulled up. The first one is Hourglass. Again, it's the Veil Translucent Setting Powder, talc-free. It goes for $50, so it's a little bit up there in price. You get 4 different shades to choose from, and I have translucent, so it's just straight up translucent. And then you have a like a medium one, a dark one, or a deep one, and then a mini translucent. So I guess realistically there's 3 shades to choose from and then 1 mini, but they go for $50, so it is a little up there in price. Very much worth it though. And then you get 0.36 ounces in the actual product. So some highlights: it's a loose powder formula, it's long wearing, natural finish, good for pores, cruelty free, an ultra refined talc free loose powder that is designed to give skin a naturally flawless finish. This finely milled weightless powder is formulated with soft focus, light reflecting particles to instantly blur imperfections and minimize the appearance of pores, fine lines, and wrinkles for effortlessly smooth skin. And it's good for every skin type pretty much. Natural finish, and it really does give you the most beautiful natural finish with a soft focus to your skin. And then Makeup by Mario. It's the SurrealSkin Talc-Free Soft Blur Setting Powder, so they're both talc-free. This one goes for $38, so it's a little bit less pricey than the Hourglass one. And then you get 7 different shades to choose from here, so a little bit more of a variety. I chose the shade 3 Neutral Peach, and then you get 0.53 ounces in the Makeup by Mario, so you definitely get more product in the Makeup by Mario, and it costs a little bit less, and you have more of a shade range. So keep those things in mind. And then some highlights on this one: it's vegan, it's loose powder formula, long wearing, natural finish, cruelty free, non-comedogenic, a talc-free pro performance loose powder that sets makeup up to 12 hours, blurs and smooths the complexion with a natural finish and all-day shine control. Mario curated this weightless powder with enhancing and brightening tones to build in soft layers for his signature soft set look. The powder controls shine without making skin look or feel dry for a blurred natural finish. It's non-comedogenic and non-cakey without flashback. I can attest to the fact that it doesn't have flashback or anything like that. It's really, really pretty around the skin. The only issue I had with the Makeup by Mario one, I did feel like it was like not doing me any favors around like where my pores are a little bit bigger in my cheeks. Sorry, my cat is right there making sounds. Whereas the Hourglass, I always loved the way that like my pores and everything looked after applying. So I guess we'll see when they're right next to each other. Maybe I'm crazy, who knows? So I don't have any pore filling primer on my face, just creams and liquids. So no powders, no pore filling primer. I really want to see what these two do on their own. So I think I'm gonna apply Hourglass on my left, Makeup by Mario on my right, and then we will see what happens. So let's start applying and then we'll talk and we'll compare. Okay guys, I am back. I just finished applying, so I am a little bit surprised, I'm not gonna lie to you. When I put on the Hourglass veil, as soon as it went on, I was like, oh, that is why I love this stuff. Like every time I look at my skin after putting it on, it just looks and feels so beautiful and filtered and just everything good that a setting powder could do for you. And then when I put on the Makeup by Mario, I looked at my pore area, and I want to get closer so you guys can see up close too. But the first time I tried the Makeup by Mario one, it was not doing me any favors around my pores, and I was okay with it because I typically around this area use the Givenchy Prisme Libre powder anyways. So I was fine with it because this setting powder looks perfect everywhere else on my face. But now that I've put both of these setting powders on and in that area, I don't really feel that way about the Makeup by Mario one. I feel like for my pores, it's doing exactly the same thing that the Hourglass one is doing, so I'm a little bit surprised by that. And then the other thing that I'm surprised by is the fact that I feel like I said, I'm wearing all creams and liquid products underneath this setting powders, but when I applied both of these setting powders on, I feel like the Makeup by Mario one isn't like covering up the products underneath as much as the Hourglass one is. So you could still see the bronzer and the blush and the concealer. It didn't like tone anything down. It's still peeking through exactly the same amount. They're just powdered down now. So I was very, very pleasantly surprised to notice that, and I never really noticed obviously that anything was getting covered up a little bit with the Hourglass veil, but when I see them next to each other, it just took me back a little bit. Like I was like, wow, this one really does a good job of not taking away from the other products underneath. It just adds that filter of like that powder to mattify you a little bit and keep that product in place, not moving, not coming off for the day. So I really, really love that. The only thing I will say is the Hourglass veil wins 1,000 times as far as packaging goes, because this packaging is so gorgeous and I'm obsessed with it. And I love the fact that it has these little holes in the middle, and then you have to like tap it out into the lid to get the product out. With the Makeup by Mario, I really don't like the design of the product itself, because all of that powder pretty much came out of the little holes, so it's like all over here, and every time I dip my brush into here, it is like coated. So then I feel like I'm wasting product, like tapping off the excess. So Hourglass definitely wins in terms of packaging, design, those things, and I think both are absolutely stunning in the way that they look and feel, and both are gonna get the job done, and you're gonna be very happy with the result. I cannot believe I'm saying this, but I really think that Makeup by Mario is the winner, and I really did not think that that was gonna be the case, because Hourglass Veil is my all-time favorite setting powder. Like nothing beats this stuff. I use it every time there's a special occasion. Every time I want my makeup to look perfect, I always use that. But I feel like Makeup by Mario takes the cake a little bit, just seeing it right next to the Hourglass one, and it's not taking away like the glow of my face. Like I still have that glow. It's like the perfect description of a natural finish for both. They're very similar. I just feel like with Makeup by Mario, you're not taking away from the other products that you've already applied. It costs a little bit less, there's more of a shade range, and you get more for your money because you get more product and it doesn't cost as much. You just have to be careful not to be wasteful with the product because the design isn't as good. So those are my overall thoughts. I do think Makeup by Mario is the winner. I'm still gonna use both like crazy because I still love my Hourglass Veil. It is my weakness, but I really love my cat and my Makeup by Mario setting powder. So I'm gonna say this is the winner. I think it's definitely a little bit more worth it because of all the reasons I just listed. And I'm gonna keep using this like crazy. I'll be using both, so you can't go wrong either way. But if you have to choose one, I would say go with Makeup by Mario. That is it though. I hope you guys enjoyed. Comment and let me know what you think about both sides, what your winner is, what you think, if I'm crazy. Just give me your thoughts. Let me know what else you want to see from me. Give this a huge thumbs up and please subscribe to my channel, but stay tuned and I will see you guys in the next video.